Welcome to my typical day in Pokemon Red. Okay, so the first thing I do is go through the motions at the beginning of the game. I no longer read any of the text until I bring the Professor Oak his mysterious package, which of course is not so mysterious really, but I swear that he knew that we'd go to the next town, that we'd go into the Pokemart, and that we wouldn't get served. But hey ho, that is how it goes. And I'm not a noob. I may be a sheep, but I'm never a noob. I agree with the masses that Charmander is the best starter, because who does not want Charizard eventually? I do, however, occasionally change things up and use Bulbasaur. Occasionally. But for some reason I never use Squirtle. Sorry Squirtle, but you're not for me. At least when I have the option for Bulbasaur or Charmander. So we now have our first Pokemon, Charmander. And at this point I usually go and talk to Red's mum. I know that she's basically only says the same things over and over again, and then suggests that we rest, etc. But I always feel a niggly feeling that we should say goodbye to dear old Mumsy. I must admit to feeling betrayed though, as she tells us that she learned that all children leave home from the TV. I mean, come on Mum, do you believe everything you hear on TV? Do you believe that sponges live in a pineapple under the sea? Do you believe that Horton really heard who? Do you believe that kids actually leave home, get a starter animal that they store in a magical ball and... Oh, wait. Okay, well maybe that one can happen. So with the feeling of betrayal, I leave and I never come back. At least if I can help it. I do, but it's only out of a sense of duty. Sorry Mum, but because of your addiction to TV, you lost me. I am Charmander's problem now. At this stage in preparations for Brock's gym, I actually don't catch any new Pokemon at all. Instead, I basically just make them faint, earning experience for my dear little fire dragon. I can't remember at what exact level, but I got bored so I went to the gym anyway, and caned it straight away. So I basically just use Leer until it no longer drains Brock's Pokemon's defense stats, and then I just use Ember over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until I win. Okay, so it must be at least level 9 to be able to use Ember, but really it was easy and an uneventful gym. So now we're off to Viridian Forest, and oh, the sweet, sweet nostalgic music. That I of course cannot play because YouTube is no longer the place it used to be. I mean seriously, if our videos were our houses, then we would lock the doors, bolt the windows and throw away the key, and hope to God that the demonetization ghost does not appear. For some reason, in making this joke, I visualised the Scooby-Doo gang, so I'm adding them for extra security. So the doors are locked, windows are bolted, and the mystery gang are on patrol. So back to Viridian Forest, and I still do not use any Pokeballs. I can't be bothered to train 6-week Pokemon for hours and hours and hours, when I can just wait a while. Don't get me wrong, I do not want Charmander to get so OP that I can't catch a single Pokemon, but I at least want to catch level 10 Pokemon. You guys got to understand that one. I do, however, get to the Pokemon Center, just past Viridian Forest, and purchase a very lovely and useless Magikarp. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I have to confess something very, 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 very sad. I love Magikarp. There, I said it. I said it. I can't help it. I just love those useless little creatures. I just want to own one. I just want to help one. I proceed to switch up my Pokemon battle order to Magikarp first and then Charmander second. As the battle unfolds, I immediately switch out my Magikarp for the Charmander, as tempting as it is to splash enemy Pokemon and take one turn of damage before massacring the opponent. This is my early game alternative to experience share. I literally repeat this until the Magikarp learns Tackle, and then I basically forget about the Magikarp for a while. After a few attempts at Misty's gym, she was clearly obliterating me, I could feel my Pokemon turning on me. The voices resounding in my head. I swear, if you make me faint in Misty's gym one more time, I'm going to... beep. I had to forget about that mental domestic for a while and just headed towards the 5 bridge battles in order to gain more XP. During this series of battles, my Charmander evolved into a very grumpy Charmeleon, and I jumped up and down in sheer excitement. After achieving this feat, I walked to the neighbouring grass, and lo and behold, a battle occurs with an Abra. How to approach this battle? If I attack it, then it will teleport away or faint. If I use Magikarp, I could splash it, although I have no idea why anybody would want to do that. Sorry, Magikarp. I also do not have any Pokemon that can status affect the Abra to sleep. Nothing to do but throw a Pokeball at the Abra without a single prior attack. And I caught it! Woo woo! So now I have a Charmeleon, a Magikarp, and an Abra. The good thing about having an Abra is that he can teleport you to the last used Poké Center from any location at any time. So actually a very useful Pokemon to have. I then teach the Abra Seismic Toss so that it's not completely useless in battle, and continue to try and level up the 3 Pokemon that I have collected. Also from the grass, I catch a Pidgey, a Spearow, and I think I caught an Ekans too, although I very rarely use them. I usually send them to Bill's computer to be lost for all eternity in a never-ending matrix code. Feeling used and abandoned, waiting for the day its chosen owner returns with open arms to retrieve Ekans, to love him, make him feel special, and... Okay, so that day's never in the history of me playing Pokemon come to pass. But it could happen. It never has, but it could happen. Sorry, Ekans. I also always eventually put Spearow into storage as well, as I love Pidgey, and pursue training that Pokemon instead. But for now, the lineup ready to take out Misty's gym is Charmeleon, Magikarp, Abra, Pidgey, Spearow, and Ekans. Now I do the continual grind of leveling up my Pokemon over and over and over again until I'm at a level good enough to get the gym badge. Those of you who play Pokemon know that this is a long and boring process. But also, we knew what we signed up for as Pokemon fans. It cannot all be catching a Pokemon for the first time, winning gym badges and the hearts of the lasses, sometimes. Actually, more often than not, we spend our time in caves and bushes, fainting as many little pocket monsters as we can. And would we change anything? Probably. But there is something special about these games that keeps us coming back time and time again. So how does my story end, I hear you ask? Well, I get the gym badge, obviously, and then I move on. Thank you so much for joining me for my typical day in Gen 1, specifically Pokemon Red. This was just a short video sharing my early game experiences. If you liked this video and would like more content, please show your love in the comment section down below and subscribe.